people, and welcome back to I Am Shakera TV. I am Shakera, your hostess with the mostest, and today we are talking about how to build a magnetic brand in 2021. You're in for a treat, so go ahead and stay tuned. All right, y'all. So people always talking about do this and do that, but what's really the one to do? Listen, I can sit here and give y'all the BS that I've been seeing floating around on YouTube, or I can sit here and give y'all the real and the raw. Which one y'all want? BS? Real and raw. I'm gonna give you real and raw because that's just who I am. So first and foremost, you need to understand that people buy from people, okay? You are your brand, and that's what people fail to realize sometimes. I don't care if your brand is not named after you, literally, but whatever you are producing, that's you. You are your brand. So you need to carry yourself in the most positive way, in the most confident way, in the most godlike way. You feel me? I did a video recently on how to be confident. So you probably need to check that out before you watch this. But listen, people buy from people. So you got to know who you are. You got to know what your values are. You got to know what you bring to the table and be confident with it. That's just that. You feel me? Like, you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't feel my energy. If you're going to buy for someone, rather is buying a product, buying a service, watching their content, liking their content, you want to feel like you like them. You want to feel like you're a part of their story. All right. And that's what brings me to the next thing. Whatever you do, whatever your brand is, your brand should tell a story. And your story is your story. Literally that simple. People overlook and try to overthink what it is that they need to be talking about via social media or how to promote, but you are your story. Whatever you've been through, whatever you're experiencing, literally people, if you're a lifestyle creator and you do fashion, you can do like content on what to wear on a day that you don't feel like getting dressed. Like, that's real life things. That's your story. Like, it's not that hard, y'all. You gotta stop overthinking it. I remember in school when we were in communications, we had an acronym as KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Literally, just keep it simple when it comes to your brand and tell your story. Your story needs to be captivating. It needs to be creative. It needs to pop at people. It needs to be emotional. People connect to emotions. So it's important to share your story. I don't care if you nail your story the one time, keep telling that story over and over and over and over and over and over again. The people that get tired of it, they're gonna get tired and they're gonna leave. Or the people who it's for, they're gonna stay. And then you're gonna continue to attract new people because they connect with your story. So I know I kind of went off on a tangent, but pretty much what I'm saying is with your story is find your niche. And when you're just starting off, it's okay if you don't know. I know people like to say you need to focus on one thing. That's not true. You may be good at 10,000 things. I'm not telling you to focus on 10,000 things, but you can narrow it down to about 3 and focus on those 3 things. What makes you unique? What do people always come to you for? What are you really good at that comes naturally to you? Think about those things when you're niching down. And like I said, if you're just starting off, you don't have to do that right away. Like, try out some things and make sure that's what you really like. Okay? Make sure that's really who you are, because people gonna smell fake. People know fake. Just be real and raw. All right, so the next thing is have content pillars, and that kind of goes back to if you break it down to 3 things that you want to focus on. So here on I Am Shakera TV, I focus on beauty, lifestyle, inspiration. So once you have those 3 content pillars, brain dump things that can fit into each of those categories. Okay, so you never run out of stuff. When you brain dump, I brain dump probably once a week. Like, there's always so many things coming to my mind, but you can't remember everything. I need you to make sure you're writing it down or putting it in your notes in your phone and keep it organized. So if you have your pillars, like I said, mine are beauty, lifestyle, and inspiration. If I have an idea that comes to mind and it falls under beauty, I'm gonna put it under beauty, and boom, I can create content on that later. Or if it falls under lifestyle, inspiration, same thing. So do the same for yourself. Whatever your brand is, it could be motherhood, it could be fashion, it could be travel. Find or think about things that fall under that you can create content on. And you can reuse content, guys. Like, a lot of people think like a lot of stuff is one and done, but when you're a content creator, that's not the case at all. Like, you can use something long form on YouTube and turn it into short form on Instagram and Facebook, or turn it into word form on Twitter, or turn it into a podcast on a freaking podcast. podcast. So think about those things when you're creating your content. All right, I know this next word, it's a C word. I know you've heard it over and over and over and over again, but it's so important. And that's why I keep saying over and over and over and over again, because that's the consistency. Consistency is absolutely key. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because it's a muscle. You know, the more you do something, the better you get at it. The more you do something, the more you grow. The more you do something, the more you glow. You get what I'm saying? You feel my drift? Like, you have to do it over and over and over again. It's a muscle, okay? People who work out and want to maintain a nice body, they have to work out every single day. People who do nails and they're good at it, they do nails every single day. People who do their makeup and they're makeup artists and makeup professional, they do it every single day. Doesn't matter what you do, you have to be consistent, okay? And people love consistency, because if you start something today and then you don't show up for 3 months, you're gonna be forgotten. That's just that. There are a billion people in this world, and you gotta be consistent, continue to show up, and figure out where you want to show up at. Because I'm not telling you to show up on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. You can't show up on all those platforms. Listen, I tried it. You'll burn yourself out. Figure out where you want to show up consistently. Okay, I say choose a long form platform and a short platform. Mine are YouTube and Instagram. All right, I'm going to show up on either one of those. And you have to train people on where to come. Like I tell y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. I tell you that every single video, because that's what I need you to do. That's what helped me. That's what allows this channel to grow. That's what allows me to continue to bring quality content that you like to watch. So don't be afraid to promote yourself. You know what I mean? Like, consistency. You don't do all this hard work to just let it sit back and relax and do nothing. Like, promote yourself. Be consistent with it. If you create a YouTube video and that takes literally an hour, I know, and then you have to edit it and that could take 5 hours, and you don't post it anywhere or promo it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, how you expect for people to come find you? They're not just coming out the woodworks. You gotta promote yourself. You are a walking billboard. I tell people all the time, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can be out in public. I'm wearing my mask. I'm promoting myself. You're gonna come to my channel because either you really like me or you getting tired of me asking. So you have to tell people what you want. Train people to do what you want them to do. All right. And lastly, something that will really help you to be consistent is a brand guide. Okay. It doesn't have to be this super long, thought out, 100-page dissertation. It's literally a brand guide. You want to be consistent with your font, with the colors that you use, with the way that you present your graphics, with your style, with your colors, with your edits, with your themes, with your filters. You want to be consistent with all of those things. So creating that brand guide is something for you to reference, something to refer back to if you need to. And also, that brand guide is for if you decide to hire someone and they can just look at that and see exactly what they need to do without having to ask you, oh, how do I do this? Or what color this needs to be? Or what font this needs to be? A brand guide is simply a reference, y'all. It's not that hard. You can create it in Canva. You can create it in OneNote. You can create it in your notes. You can create it anywhere, okay? Microsoft Word is not that hard. Literally, just map out exactly what you do on a daily basis so that somebody that's filling in for you, they know exactly what they got to do. It's like a substitute teacher. Y'all, I used to be a teacher for 3 years, if you didn't know that. But if a sub came into my classroom, she or he would feel like that's their classroom because I have it all mapped out, exactly what they need to do. They don't have to go running down the hall, asking another teacher or asking the principal. They know what to do. They're my fill-in. So that's exactly what your brand guide should do for the next person or even for yourself. Map out exactly what you do and how you do it. You feel me? And aside from all of those things on like your font, your style, your filters, and all that good stuff, a content calendar is definitely good to have a magnetic brand, okay? Because you want to be able to stay on schedule and just produce as much content as you can. Like I said earlier with the brain dump, that's going to help you stay on track to just never run out of ideas, because it can be hard creating. And there's so many thoughts that you have. There's so many things you want to do, and you don't want to run out of content ideas, but you also want to be organized and figure out, okay, when am I going to produce this content? When am I going to publish this content? Because producing it and publishing are two different things. Okay. So just create a content calendar. It can be like a monthly calendar. It could be a weekly calendar. But what I like to do is on the 3rd week of every month, I create my SMART goals for the next month. And if I have like any brand deals or any partnerships that I'm going to do, I fill those in first. And then I work around it if there's any holidays I want to focus on or a specific topic. Also, creating themes for each month will kind of help you as well. So you just have to figure out what works for you, and you don't have to have it all figured out. Okay, I don't have it all figured out. You have to just do trial and error, see what works and see what doesn't. Ask your audience what they want to see as well. They may want to see specific topics that you can plug into your calendar as well. So creating that calendar keeps you organized and helps you stay consistent. So I know that was a lot of information, but I hope it was really good information. If you still have additional questions, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram at lifeissosincere or shoot me an email at lifeissosincere@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. As always, walk by faith and slave, plus pray each and every day, because God, He will make a way. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.